Hello, Namaste, and welcome to my channel, Spiritually Gina, where I encourage you to live from your soul. My name is Gina. I am a spiritual and intuitive alignment guide, and today I have for you guys what we need to know collectively for the month of March. Now, it seems that I have found myself out of practice as the last video I posted to this channel, full video I posted to this channel, was in December, and so I'm definitely feeling the ramifications of the lack of consistency. So that would be a great way to start the collective messages. And just for reference, these are going to be channeled collective messages. For the month of March, I did pull one tarot card, and it was supposed to be a full tarot reading. However, that wasn't really resonating with me when I went to go pull the cards. So I ended up first channeling the messages, and then afterwards I pulled a card. So first I do want to talk about not a brand new offering that I have. I have had the service's name for a while, but it has went through some transformations. But in its current iteration, it is called the Comsic Human, and it is a 5-week Voxer alignment container for those that know they are ready to begin to align with the expression of their soul. So, and really building their soul's fire and harnessing their soul's light to create, So if you're interested in that, you can check out my website or you can DM me on Instagram. So that's the current offering that I have. So for the collective messages for March, just hopping right into it, the first thing that came through was alignment. Alignment has been something that has been very in the forefront of my mind and important to me, because for me, it's the most true. It's one of the words that most aligns with truth. And so we have the phrase, or the understanding, of the collective understanding of what it means to live in authenticity. And then, of course, we have alignment. And so I will say that I'm simply someone that is repeating this because there is a coach. Her name is Miss Hejun. And I believe she goes by Phaedrus Metaverse on Instagram, and she talks about alignment versus authenticity. And it really stuck with me because for me, alignment is more about soul precision, and authenticity is almost who we think we are, versus alignment is who we truly are. And again, I feel that it most aligns with truth. So the word alignment came through for the month of March, and how at times alignment can feel uncomfortable. Like, for example, I know that it's aligned for me to do this video today. However, it's not the most comfortable thing, as it's in the beginning. My last long form video was in the month of December, so it has been quite a while. But anyways, the relationship between alignment and being comfortable can sometimes not match up, but eventually alignment will lead to us being comfortable. And alignment also asks us to understand and to stand in our energy. And so for the month of March, it's really going to be about the cultivation of our life force energy. And literally it always is. But as we are on the precipice of springtime, I believe that now is just, it's even more important for that alignment to happen and for that cultivation of energy to happen, as you know, the world, so to speak, is waking up from wintertime, from being dormant, from being more inward. And though I believe that I believe that being introspective and that inwardness is always important, especially if you are an empath. It's just extra more important now to kind of walk both of those lines in a very even way. So yes, understanding and standing in our energy signature. So knowing what it feels like to be in your energy will be very, very important, very, very key for the month of March. And as we begin to harness our life force energy, which can be more so of an esoteric, quote, woo-woo thing. It's really not woo-woo, but it can just seem more so outside of the realm of the mundane. We also have to take the mundane into consideration. So kind of knowing what has to be done, knowing what duties you have, like paying bills, eating well. We all know we should eat well, but really eating according to what your body and energy demands. Things of that, getting gas, the stupid, silly stuff that we don't really want to do, but we are contractually obligated to do as living on earth peoples. Basically just accepting those mundane responsibilities and understanding, again, that line that we walk, being a spiritual being, being a soul-led being, but in the mundane. And the month of March will also be a month for not compromising our dreams, which are our knowings. And I included this because, of course, we have the mundane, but then we also must come back to our souls and our souls' timeline, our soul's alignment, our soul's expression, and understanding that our soul knows and communicates to us what it knows via our dreams, via just what we desire, really. And of course, alignment being the most important thing there. And so when it comes to that aspect, it's almost like everything I'm saying builds upon each other. And so the next thing would be acknowledging where we are stuck and inviting in source light into those areas. I was on Instagram and I saw this post, and it was basically like, I'm gonna actually read what I wrote on a separate page. Light is attracting, darkness is absorbing. And we know that because black absorbs. And so when we bring source energy into areas where we are stuck, basically areas where we are in the dark, where energy is being unknowingly absorbed, we begin to have more clarity, and a path forward based in alignment is seen. And I also said here, acknowledging that the path to source will expose where we are fragile. And I said this because I don't want to say the spiritual path is hard, because we are strong people, but walking the spiritual path, being on the spiritual path, being on a path that, you know, not reunites us with source, because we are always connected with source energy, but a path where we are embodied and liberated as source energy. It can bring out our weak points, areas where we are fragile, areas where we are broken, areas where we are seemingly not whole. And so acknowledging that and acknowledging what areas those are in, it could be money, relationship, friendship, etc. Bringing sources, energy into those areas will help alchemize and transform those areas. And I feel this month of March, this is always something we can reflect on, but just really understanding how our upbringing has shaped us, and how we carry the sins of our parents, and sin in this definition being unconscious and or unhealed patterns. And always making it a goal to be grounded and embodied riches, enlightenment, which is connected to liberation. I know for me, I was meditating on what it would mean to be liberated, and just feeling what that would be like in my body, but not feeling it like, oh, I need to feel it, but just like envisioning what that would be like embodied. And also understanding our physical bodies are the subconscious mind, and it has been trained into resistance, which is why it's important to understand how our upbringing has shaped us. And so basically, I'm wrapping this up now, and then we'll do the tarot card. Using the energy of spring to ignite and amplify our internal fire, and just really being grounded and aware of that, because springtime, I feel, is a very, very powerful time energetically and cosmically, and we can really begin to allow that energy to be harnessed and to flow through our physical vessels, which will clear away confusion, clear away darkness, clear away chaos, clear away anything that is not source energy. And lastly here, the card I pulled for the month of March is the Knight of Wands. He's a very interesting knight. Honestly, when the Knight of Wands is directed, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's practically the Chariot, in the sense that he gets where he's going, like there's no effing around with the Knight of Wands. But when he's everywhere and chaotic, that's when the potency of his energy begins to disintegrate. And so just being a very aligned, embodied Knight of Wands, I feel, is what this card is saying. And again, how we can harness this energy alongside with the energy of spring to really just begin to create a very focused and a very grounded physical body, which is how everything is manifested and channeled. So yeah, that has been the collective messages for March. I hope it wasn't all over the place. I tried to stay on topic, but this is kind of my first time doing channeled messages, and so it's not different from tarot, because tarot you're still channeling technically, but it was more like I'm channeling, not the cards, or I'm channeling and not only through the cards. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Again, I've been off the horse for a while, so it was hard to get back on it, but here we are. We made it to the end. And if you did, comment down below pink flower to let me know you made it to the end of this video. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I am again Spiritual Gina. I encourage you to live from your soul. I am a spiritual and intuitive alignment mentor, coach, counselor, whatever word you want to use. I guide you back to your soul expression. And again, I do have a powerful 5-week container called the Comsic Human, and it is an alignment container where we focus on the mastery of your soul expression, which is what we are all here to do. We are all here to paint the world with the color of our soul. Point blank, period. All right. So if you're interested, you know where to look. You can DM me. You can book directly to my website. I will have the introductory price up through Friday, and after that, it will be at its regular price. And yeah, thank you so much. Namaste.